against, but ain't nobody stopping me. That's how I go when you pay for them shows. You study that pimp biology. Love for the
14th, 2019. Oh, how fast the week is flying by. We didn't get to do this show yesterday, so we're doing this show today, and it's the most important show of the week because it's the return of one of your favorites, my favorites, and one of the only people that could ever get me to care about tea spilling. The one, the only, the baby attached at her hip, Faye Bell. What's going on, Faye-Nicorn?
Hello, everyone.
How you doing? Oh, my God, it's been a while since we've gotten to hear that. How have you been?
First, sorry.
No, it's cool. I mean, I think most people bring babies onto the shows. You know, it's.
Yeah. Here's the problem. Okay. Literally yesterday, perfect angel.
Yeah.
Best child ever. Playing in her room, being good. Today, trying to murder me every second. Right now, she's pushing the mic away from my mouth, and if I put her down, she screams. So, thank you. So if the audio, would you? Seriously?
We might have to talk about this later. Because obviously I know what's happening. Your baby hates me. I think.
Well, no, the problem is it's gay light savings time.
Right.
Everything was perfect. She was on a perfect schedule, went up, down. I had it predicted to an hour. And now she's like, I sleep 30 minutes here. I sleep 40 minutes here. What am I even on now? I don't know. What's a schedule?
Well, that's just part of that miracle called motherhood. And it's
no. It's part of this government conspiracy to drive people insane. Why does daylight savings time exist? It should be gone. That's like archaic. Nobody even uses it anymore. There's no farmers anymore. It's all factories.
It's stupid. Well, there are still farmers. I mean, farmers are still around. But I always like the story, and I know that it's not the official answer of what you're going to get, but one of the rumors that I always liked hearing about daylight saving time was that it was really put in place because Eisenhower wanted to hit the golf course, and he wasn't able to do it because it wasn't light out yet. So he was like, yeah, let's go with this. This is a great idea. They already had it on the table because of all the farmers and everything. And then boom, here it is, 4 away because presidents love to play golf, just like doctors. It's just how it is.
Is he alive, and can I murder him?
No, neither of those things you can do. Why did you want it? You can't murder Ike. We like Ike. That's what the sign says. Come on, you can't murder Ike.
I don't like anyone that made up daylight savings time.
I don't think that one's true, but it's still a good story. It is stupid. I hate daylight savings time as well, especially because it doesn't hit everywhere. Like in Germany, you know, Alicia and stuff, they're still over there same time as usual, and it doesn't end until the end of the month. It's stupid. It makes no sense.
And then it doesn't even exist in, like, South America. Like, they don't have daylight savings time, so it's just like, well, I guess now we're a little bit off.
It's even worse than that, Faye, because there are certain states in the United States that don't do fucking daylight savings time.
Which ones? I want to move there.
I don't remember which ones off the top of my head, but I think there's like 3. I think there's like 3 or 4 that do not do daylight savings time. It's fucking ridiculous.
I'll go anywhere but Alaska.
I think that's one of them.
And also maybe Minnesota. I don't really know if that's like my... Don't I heard it's cold there.
Yeah,
I don't really like cold.
Nothing good in Minnesota. There's lakes. There's a lot of... They're basically Canadian, so maybe you'd like it, actually, because you like Canada.
No. And no snow. I've abandoned the snow.
Are you abandoning Canada completely? Are you full-blood, red-blooded American now?
Oh, God, never.
Yeah, adapt it. You know it, baby. You can feel it. Phil has completely assimilated you. We are the Borg. One of us.
I didn't even like Ike. How could I be an American?
Fair enough, man.
Arizona. I would go there.
Yeah, Arizona's one of them. Yeah, that's right.
I would go there. Right. Arizona's nice.
That's right. Big shout out to everybody in the chat who's here. The time change affects a lot of things, but we're changing stuff a little bit here. One of my biggest problems over the past few months has been consistency. I haven't been able to do it, going back and forth and paying and all this stuff. It's been a pain in the ass. I have not been able to do anything consistent, so I tried to kind of get rid of all the co-hosts and try to get rid of all the extra stuff so I could just kind of
He killed us.
I did. I had to kind of kill everybody off because I couldn't keep standing people up. I couldn't keep canceling shows. And I know I canceled it yesterday, but we made it up today. So I mean, it's not the same thing anymore.
We pretend that didn't happen.
That's right. That's right. It's an illusion. I was going to take today off, but I took yesterday off, so it's totally fine. So with me coming back and finally getting everything to where I want it to be here, the first thing I wanted to do was bring everybody back in and bring more people back in. And wait until you see some of the people we have in the co-host grouping. Hopefully Sunday, a lot of them will introduce themselves to you guys. But Faye is one of my favorites. She always has been. She always will be. Because she's one of the only people who could spill that tea, and I'll sit underneath with my mouth open, just letting it all spill all over me. Because for some reason, when this woman talks, we all must listen. So, with that being said, Faye, what is going on? What have we missed? And take it away. It's all you.
So, as anyone who knows anything, and by that I mean that listens to Dave's show on a semi-regular basis, at least. Yes, Hawaii. Sorry,
Hawaii.
I really like Hawaii.
Thank you, Katie.
That's nice. Expensive though. Expensive.
Way too expensive. Ridiculous. And it's an island, by the way. I hope you like fish. But
I do like fish.
There you go.
I really like lobster and crab, though.
Well, come up my way. I mean, how?
Do they have it a lot there?
Connecticut? Yeah.
There you go.
We're close.
I don't even know where that is. I can name like 5 states, and one of them is Texas.
Well, we can come up, get you up to New England. You and Phil, we'll get you some good lobster.
Yeah, that's not a real place.
It is a real place. It's a whole region.
I just only. Oh right, New England clam chowder. I forgot about that. New England
clam. It's not real. There's no such thing as New England. Remember, the colonists came here, and those original 13. They called.
Remember the colonists.
Remember the colonists.
Okay, I remember that.
Oh, all right. Back to the drama at hand, because there's a lot of it.
My bad. So, as you know, my favorite YouTubers are Trisha Paytas and Onision.
Yes.
And they have been in it, okay? Mr. Epsilon has been doing a really good job of covering most of the Onision drama. He hasn't covered all of it, but if you want to catch up with the stuff that he has done, he's got his video series is just on point. Great.
Yeah.
Oh, his most latest one about Onision freaking out about losing a $2 pledge on Patreon.
It's ridiculous.
That is so funny.
Did you like Repsion on the show? Did you like when I had Repsion on for the interview? I thought he did a great job.
Yeah.
Oh, you
no,
called
he's
in,
great. He's
you?
making fire. Pardon?
You called in that day, didn't you?
It's hard to remember. Everything's a blur now for me, Dave.
But yeah, he's been making video after video. Some people are, once again, going to the milking thing. But hell, it's not. If Greg wants to give him money, Repsion can cash in.
Listen, here's the thing. When Onision stops providing content, we'll stop talking about him.
Exactly. And he never will.
That's all there is to it.
Because he's crazy. He's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And we're along for the ride. How come we can talk about every stupid little thing that Kylie Jenner does, but we can't talk about Onision on a semi-regular basis?
Right. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. The rules don't apply, you know. The rules apply, but they're enforced whenever they want to be. All right, so where are we going?
And I cannot wait. He said he was going to review his books. I cannot wait, because I listened to somebody read both This Is Why I Hate You and Stones to Abigail, and they are so horrible. I need them to be spoken about.
Are they as bad as the Chronicles of L.J. Stevens? You know, my book? That's still on sale at Amazon, by the way. It's awful.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Dave, this is like a teen emo wish fulfillment. Like, let me tell you, his best friend character in Stones to Abigail only exists. Every line of dialogue is talking about how great Greg is.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like, you're the funniest guy I know, James, which is Greg's middle name.
Why go to the middle? He's Greg James Onion Fucker? What the hell?
Well, his original last name was Jackson, but he's changed it, so I think it's Avro now. He's changed it so many times.
Why? Wait. He really?
Yeah, he's changed his name like 3 times. It's pretty crazy.
Why?
I don't know, because he's an insane person. I thought we covered that.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, good point. I digress. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I just want to talk really quickly about a very, very quick drama before we get into wrapping up Trisha Paytas' stuff.
Oh, God, man. Trisha, I love you. All right, where are we going?
I love Trisha. Okay.
I do.
It's just really quickly that James Charles drama that's kind of unfolding that's just happened.
Yeah.
This is warm tea right here.
This is warm tea. It is. It's English tea. It's nice and warm. It doesn't burn your tongue. What did James Charles do?
He didn't do anything. Just kidding. Anyway, there's this troll Twitter account that photoshopped a picture, making it look like James Charles had DM'd him on what I believe is Instagram. I hardly use Instagram because I'm such a millennial.
Right.
And
I don't either.
And basically, it makes James Charles look like he's saying the N-word.
Right.
And he posts a picture with a question mark. Now, of course, when people see this, they don't have any kind of like brain capacity, so they just assume it's real.
Right.
And they start harassing James, being like, how could you say that? You said the N-word, blah, blah, blah. You know how quickly saying the N-word can like cancel your career.
Absolutely.
If you like have like a squeaky clean reputation like James does.
Right.
Anyway, so then he responds and says, this is not funny. Basically, my lawyers will be in contact. And the troll says, bring it, bitch. I know how the law works.
I don't think he does. I don't think he does know how the law works.
Well, exactly. That's what I said. So he goes on to he went on to his Instagram live, Instagram story, whatever it's called. Sorry, I'm a bad millennial. He goes on to it. Basically, all I use is Twitter. And he goes on to it and he's like, oh, this is a parody. This falls under parody. Bitch, no, it doesn't. This falls under defamation, 100%. You are costing him money by defaming his character, by making it look like he'd said something that you know is horrendous. You know what I mean? This is not a parody.
No.
You know, it doesn't say James Charles parody account. You know what I mean?
Right.
It looks like his legit official account, and you're making him say that. And James Charles also, like a couple years ago, got in trouble for being like making a joke about if he went to Africa, if he would get Ebola, and people didn't really like that. So, yeah, it's a troll.
Yeah. I'm really glad you brought this one up. I am, because this one's kind of pissed me off, and I didn't know if and when I was going to cover it, because if you've been seeing the response, especially in the commentary community, everyone is painting James out like he did something wrong here, like he's overreacting. It really pisses me off. Everyone's saying, oh, you got baited, you got trolled. We are really starting to go down a fucking slippery slope on that, because if you think that forging a fucking somebody else's Instagram and making a fucking picture, making it look like they say something that could get their career shut the fuck down, if you think that's a bait or a troll, you're a fucking idiot, and you're the reason why fucking Instagram, Twitter, and all social media is eventually going to get fucking taken from us. This is people's money. This is people's business. This is people's jobs. There's livelihoods here, and it does matter. You can't fucking fake something to make it look exactly like it was said, upload it, and make it look like it's an exposed thing. Gotcha, look what this guy said. And then after
put a question mark. He didn't just say like, lol, look what I made or something. You know what I mean?
It's insanity. It's craziness. And it is a clear. I was doing a little bit of research into it to see if maybe there would be a case. I think this could be a very easily provable fucking case of defamation. I mean,
I thought so too. The second I saw that,
because there's three things you need. You need intent to hurt. I think it's very, very easy to show he had the intent to make an impact into James by doing it. So that one's pretty fucking easy. Two, you have to show that there is damage. I can't remember what the third one is. You have to show that there's monetary damage, which could easily be proven if there's any loss in subs anywhere across the board for James. Should not be hard to be able to show that. And I can't remember what the third thing is. I always forget. But you need all three, because defamation is one of the most difficult things to prove in court. But this one might have a shot. And even if it doesn't, I kind of want it to go forward so people will stop this fucking mentality. Oh, you just got baited. No, that's not how it works, man. It's ridiculous. You cannot make it look like somebody is saying something they're not saying. But I'm sure I'm just old and out of touch and a big fucking soft bitch. But I'm kind of disgusted at how many people are brushing it off.
You're true. And there are people right now that believe that screenshot is real. So if that's not proof enough that it is obviously not a parody, right? A parody, you can tell if it's the parody or not, right? Yeah. And then there are people that started attacking him over it. James Charles says that he's been receiving death threats over it, right? He's lost like subscribers, which translates to income. This is 100%. Like, people thought that was real. It was staged to look like it was real. Yep. And this guy, this troll, he goes onto his, his Instagram story or whatever, and he's like, bring it, bitch, James. You want to come for me? Come for me. Like, I'll make it worse. I'll make it harder. Like, I hope he gets sued. I really do. There needs to be a consequence. Like, there needs to be a slap on the wrist, because it's just, people just are going to keep doing this BS if nothing comes of it. People need to know that they're not immune just because they're online.
Yeah. Parody.
Just because you're hidden by a stupid Twitter name and a stupid Twitter picture does not mean you're immune to following the law.
Right. And even if this guy is a kid, like Eric is saying, I don't think it really matters at this point. Someone's going to be held responsible for this, and I think they should, because it's not as simple as just brushing it away. You know, this is one of those things that irritate the fucking brakes off of me in so many ways. And I had a point that I was about to make, but I completely fucking forgot it. Oh, yes, it's about parody. This is something I know about because, as many of you guys know, I fucking absolutely love Weird Al Yankovic. And he's the king of parody. And he's been through many lawsuits. And if you ever read any of his books that he's put out, he talks about this sometimes. And it's important to note, when you're doing parody, there has to be a change. There has to be something that denotes that it's parody. Like, it's James Charles, correct? So instead of an S at the end of Charles, you could put a Z. And that would constitute a parody account, or not the real James Charles. And you'll see this through all the parody accounts that are out there. There has to, even the real Donald Trump's parody account, the real, not real Donald Trump parody account thing that they have going on, you have to denote that it's not the person who's actually saying it. I've been baited by parody accounts that are clearly parody accounts, but I'm stupid and didn't look. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a screenshot that was made to look like the guy was saying something that would get his shit shut down. That's not a troll. That's not a bait. That's fucked up defamation, and I'm tired of the stupid bullshit that people are fucking throwing around. The commentary community, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves, the one who are fucking brushing this off. Oh, I'm sure it's a case of me not having a sense of humor. Go fuck yourselves. Because this is fuck with people's money, and it could easily happen to you, and I know you guys would bitch about it if it did. Ugh.
Oh, they would freak out. They would freak out. Like, imagine if someone, like, takes some of the people, like, okay, let's say we take Keemstar, for example, because Keemstar tweeted that he wants to interview this troll.
Right.
Give him more attention. How would you like it, Keemstar, if I faked you sending sexual DMs to, you know, other girls and then showing them, oh, look, Keemstar's cheating on his wife?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably wouldn't like that now, would you?
Probably wouldn't like it too much. It's not even the kind, and people are brushing it off because it's about the N-word. That's why. If it was something more serious, and not saying that the N-word's not serious, but I think we all know that you can't say it at this point. So it's a relatively small thing in regards to what you could be faking. But that doesn't mean that you can't go down that line and say how easy it would be to do exactly what you just said. It's ridiculous.
And in the beauty community, it's saying the N-word is something that people get canceled for all the time.
Yep.
All the time. They get so much heat for that because it's different than the commentary community that you might be more aware of, right? Yeah. In the beauty community, like, you can't miss a beat, you know? Yeah. They are way harsher because you represent more of a brand. Like, that's why beauty vloggers make so much money, because they get all these sponsorships, all these brand deals, because they have that perfect, squeaky clean image. Yep. So you are talking about a loss of monetary because no big brands want to be associated with that.
Yep. And this is a perfect prime example of why Twitter is trying out their new little thing they're going to do by taking away the ability to show likes and retweets. This is exactly why. Because if you can't see that this tweet's getting traction, you're less likely to propagate it. You're less likely to retweet it. A lot of people get on the bandwagon because they see a tweet by the time it comes to their timeline, it's got 40,000 retweets. Holy shit, this is popular. Let me retweet. I'll sub-retweet this bitch, and I'll put my own little spin there too. Oh, look at all that. It just keeps going. That's why they want to take it away, because of shit like this. You're killing the platform. You are. I want to read a couple of things in the chat. Katie said, yeah, I felt this crossed the line. I get that James Charles has been horrible with criticism, and he has. Being baited most of the time, but this was something else. Absolutely. I agree with you, Katie. Well said. Luke Garrett guy, James should go full Vladimir Putin and hire an assassin, and then just be like, this is an unfortunate accident that hopefully others will learn from. There you go. Darth Cammy, that's like interviewing the guy who edited clips to make Shane Dawson out to be a pedophile. Don't feed the people who do fucked up things. Keemstar doesn't care about that. Keemstar, it's about him. It's about his wallet. What he is so fucking, he's really losing it. Like, this whole Buddy the Dog thing, I think, is really making him insane, because he seems really crazy to me right now. Like that unhinged type, you know, like something, maybe he got into the pantry again. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's fucked up. Good Lord. All right. So that's an unfortunate thing.
Well, I made the mistake of accidentally saying an unpopular opinion on Twitter.com.
Oh, how dare you?
So when Keem said, "Hey, should I interview this troll?" I said, "Don't do it. You're just giving him the attention that he's begging for." Well, Keem quote tweeted that. Thanks, friend. Thanks, friend.
Right.
And basically, both his and my mentions blew up with these people basically posting like this Cash app for this troll.
Oh my god!
I couldn't even tell you how many.
Unbelievable.
Just over and over and over again. And then the troll quote tweeted me too. And he said, 40 million impressions a month for 2 years, and I'm begging, lol.
So he went to your fucking numbers to try and... What the fuck? Really? Really? Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Yes, because you can't say anything, because if you have an opinion, you're obviously motivated by views and clicks, and that's all. You don't care about the actual situation. Nobody can do that anymore. What the fuck is happening? What is going on? Are we all going in fucking insane? Everybody's eating each other. Everybody's trying to destroy everyone's career at the moment. This is craziness. Everybody needs to fucking calm down and watch a cat video. Stat. Crazy. Oh my God. Yes, I agree. Your daughter just made a great point. Absolutely. Said everyone's stupid. I agree. I can speak baby. It's a gift.
Everyone's stupid. I'm the smartest person here.
That's right. Goo goo gaga. Everybody's stupid. It really is. All right. So where else we going this week?
Yeah. So we're gonna brush up on Trisha and Jason. And I know that in the thumbnail I put big bad breakup.
Right.
But we don't know if they are currently together or not.
I love it.
We don't know for sure. Because they're both insane.
Yes, they are. The fact that they've even made it this long is incredible. I mean, it really is.
Maybe.
Maybe
they've made
possibly.
Allegedly.
I don't. Man, I love first off, I want to say Phil did a great job on the thumbnail. I love the thumbnail because just seeing that leathery half piece of face of Jason's, right next to Trisha's almost plastic looking face. It was just perfect. I absolutely love that. So good job, Phil. Make sure you check him out down below in the description box. So, and
he actually took out, Jason has more wrinkles. Excuse me, this is my show. Jason has more wrinkles. And that some of them he took out, and I was just like, don't take out his wrinkles, leave it. I want him looking old,
right?
And he was like, oh, come on, you can't do a guy like that.
Why? It's the truth. He looks like a really old piece of beef jerky.
His age plays a nice little part in the most recent spat. So to catch you up a little bit on the highs and lows of the Trisha and Jason drama.
Exciting.
For some context, I'm going to start with the highs. We're going to start on a high note, just feel a little nice today.
Right.
Trisha Paytas loves a musical / rap called Hamilton, and I don't know if anyone knows anything about it. My husband's obsessed with it.
Well,
basically, they rap about history.
Yes, it's really. I can't believe you're downplaying Hamilton. It's arguably the
I've
most.
I've never seen it.
It's arguably the most popular and well-received play ever. It's ridiculous how popular it is. Literally rejuvenated Broadway. So continue.
Okay. It's rejuvenated Broadway. Sorry, my husband put it on in the car once, and it was so bizarre because some guy comes in and he's like, "Hello, I'm George Washington, and we're gonna kick some butt." And I was like, "This sounds like a sixth grader." Do you remember when you were in elementary school and you had to write history raps?
Oh my God, really? No,
that's what it reminded me of.
Not. Oh my God, no.
Okay. I know. Hang me.
Lin-Manuel, he's gonna fuck you up, man. He's awesome.
Lin-Manuel is a very sweet human being. I actually really like him. I don't know. Go to anyone who doesn't know what Hamilton is and say, "Hey, do you want to watch a play where people rap about history?" And they're probably not going to be into it.
Well, it's one of those things you didn't know you wanted until you got it. I listen to that at least once a month. I mean, it's fantastic. It's great. It really is.
Well, I'm glad that my husband's not the only gay man. Fuck, I can't say this properly.
Oh, we have
not
breaking news. News.
Basically, he's a man that enjoys Hamilton that's not gay. There, I did it.
We're in the same boat there, Phil. Air 5.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was thinking he was the only one, but now that you're here to support, I'm a little bit less.
What's his name? Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton. I'm sorry, I'll do the whole fucking song. Go ahead.
That's the next show.
Right, yes.
Dave sings all him. So Trisha is obsessed. She has covered a lot of the songs. She wears the costumes. She talks about it all the time. She might as well be hired as their PR, rep. She has all custom made Hamilton stuff. She has pants that have Hamilton's name on it. She all the time. It's just Hamilton, Hamilton, Hamilton. Anyway, she's seen the play like 5 times, and she actually got into a fight with Jason, even though we're trying to stay on a high note. She got into a fight with Jason because she bought Hamilton tickets and then said that she wanted to go, and he was like, no, I don't want to go, and they had a little mini breakup over that.
Because he didn't want to go to Hamilton?
Yeah.
I love Trisha
and they had
so
seen
much.
it. Oh, I'd like to mention that they had seen it the night before, too.
Oh, because he wouldn't go again. She broke up with him. Okay, all right.
It was really fun.
Okay.
They got back together the same day, though.
Of course,
you know, they have a lot of mini breakups, and they've had about like 2 major breakups. Hamilton was a slave master, as I say.
Yeah, well, he's not exactly wrong.
Is that in the play? Whipping my slaves all day.
The funny thing is that's why the play is so good, and that's why it's so well received. Is that it's all, you know, black performers for the most part. You know, they really take it. Yeah, it's all people of color.
That's not historically accurate.
That's the point. It's a reimagining in a different way completely. You know, it's that's why it's so damn good. I don't know why my chat box keep going out. It's really irritating me.
And that's why we're focusing on the good here. Anyway, so Lin-Manuel put on a charity concert in Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. And the top tier tickets were selling for $10,000.
Sounds about right.
Ticket. And it was because he was reprising his role as like the original star of the show.
Right.
And Trisha got into Hamilton, I guess, a year late and never went and saw anyone where he was playing the lead. So she wanted to go so badly, but nobody, not her sister, not her mom, nobody wanted to go with her, and not Jason. He said, no, no, no. And then one day he surprises her with 2 tickets to the Puerto Rico Hamilton.
No way. Good on him.
Yeah, she cried. She was so happy, you know, and they went, and it looked like they had an enjoyable time. And so that's the high point of their relationship.
All right. That sounds really good.
Let's move on to the low.
Yeah, where does it go down from there? Because that's a pretty damn big high.
Yeah. So Trisha, there was trouble in paradise when David had released a video basically where he was talking to Trisha and Jason was saying, oh, Trisha and I got into a fight yesterday. And the fight got so bad that Trisha sat in the doorway of her apartment and would not let Jason leave her apartment and essentially held him hostage there.
Yeah, right. She kidnapped him there, you know, restraining against one's will. That's a crime. That's a crime. All right, that's good.
So we kind of like, you know, after a lot of people after that happened, people said like, this is toxic, this is abusive, you know, and people were really hammering the comment sections for a long time saying like, you know, this is a bad relationship. This is a bad relationship. And both Trisha and Jason admitted that it was kind of getting to them.
Yeah.
Let's begin with the end. Seriously, child? Anyway. Jason releases a video where, I should give some context to the story.
A little bit of context, yes.
You guys know. A little bit of context so that you understand the relationship between Jason Nash, a 45-year-old man, and Tana Mojo, 20 now, was 18 when this story started.
No, whoa, we're about to go somewhere now. Tana's involved?
Yeah.
This is
Tana is involved. Tana Mojo, my other favorite ball cow.
When
they all come together, you know, get Onision on this threesome.
This is amazing. Oh, God, please tell me.
It would be nonstop good content. Let me tell you.
Please, so, I have to know. Did Jason slip his fucking leathery penis inside of Tana's undoubtedly stretched out vagina?
He tried.
Okay, all right.
But Tana had standards. I know.
Good on Tana. You know what? People don't do this enough. Golf clap for Tana.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You don't boldly go where Trisha went. No.
Trisha went.
No. Good God.
Okay. So get this. So Trisha and Jason met because Jason said, "You're okay." Trisha and Jason met because Jason said, "Hey, do you want to go on a date for a vlog?" Now, before the vlog started, Jason came over, tried to kiss her. She reciprocated, and they banged.
Yeah. Sounds about right, yeah.
So they just had a random hookup. Now, Jason, before he met Trish, did the same thing. I'm going to put little clips on your mouth. Did the same thing.
Parenting by Faye. Just put her in a cupboard or something. She'll be fine. I'm sure there's plenty of bottles of fucking liquid cleaning supplies that are underneath there. She can do all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, it'll be great.
That scrub and bubble stuff that I only buy because it has that cute scrub and bubble thing on it.
She'll love that. I mean, she would be attracted to those
I don't even know the name of the brand.
And they're probably fucking strawberry flavored too. I mean, come on, she'll be fine. It'll be all right.
This is it's like the Spartans.
Yes,
anyway,
there you go. We got to make her strong.
If you survive, you're worthy.
That's right.
So Jason pulls the same shit with Tana, where he's like, "Hey, let's go on a date for a vlog. It'll be so funny. We'll both get so many views." Right? Tana agrees and says, "Yeah, I love views." And that was an actual conversation. She said, "Yes, I love views." And
sounds about right.
And, Jace decides to do Jason like a makeover because he was newly divorced and looking kind of homeless. Not that that's changed.
No,
but,
that hasn't changed. Yeah.
Anyway, in the change room of the store, he says, come on and, like, check out the outfit. She goes in, he closes the door, and then tries to kiss her.
I need an adult. Yeah, all right,
this freshly 18-year-old, a dude that's old enough to be her grandpa. Can you imagine old grandpa's like, "Come here, baby."
He's probably one of those old people who have to lick his lips before he kisses somebody. Come here.
That is so beyond creepy. Like, freshly 18. He's checking her driver's license, like adding up the months. Like, you're just so fucking gross. Like, I just hate it.
Hey, you know what, though? I mean, like, a guy of that age with his type of, pull, clout, whatever, it's not a shock that's what he would try to do. It's not illegal, so hey, aim high, buddy.
It's not illegal, but it's Greg Paul levels of creepy.
It's creepy and gross. There's no question there.
It's Greg Paul's level of creepy. Do I doubt that there are some Instagram girls in his DMs trying to, get that clout? No, I believe that that's true. Yeah. But do I think that also it is extremely creepy? Yes.
It's incredibly creepy. So creepy.
If my daughter at 18 was like, "Hey mom, 45-year-old Jason fucking Nash from Vine, who hasn't had a real job in God knows how long, tried to kiss me in a dressing room," I would be creeped out.
That is definitely something that you're going to be telling to a therapist someday. I mean, how do you recover from that? I mean, when the crypt keeper tries to kiss you in a closet.
He's not even a hot old guy.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
He's not.
He's not George Clooney.
No, it's like somebody took a duffel bag, beat the fuck out of it more, and then made a human out of it. It's terrifying to look at. But
don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. Don't fucking do drugs. A 45-year-old man will look like a 70-year-old man like that. I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
So she rejects him, and they awkwardly talk about it in the vlog later. And he's like, "I tried to kiss Tana, and she rejected me." And she's like super uncomfortable. She's like, "Yeah, okay, Dad."
Calm down there, Pappy.
Now it gets worse. So now, fast forward, Jason and Trish are dating for almost a year. Why does that upset you so much?
Yeah, she's not happy with that one.
She doesn't ship it. They're dating for almost a year when Jason says to David, "If you can get Tana, who David has been recently hanging out with, to have a threesome with me and Trish, I'll buy you a Ferrari."
No.
Yeah, Jason says that.
Oh, my, that's great. You know what? That means he really wanted it. Buy you a Ferrari? Like, he could have bought like a Honda Accord or something. He went Ferrari. That means he wanted that shit. Okay. Going hard. Good on you. Go for it.
How much money is Tana's tea worth to you?
Well, to Jason, a Ferrari. So whatever that, $100
like $100,000
at least.
That's nice. That's platinum stuff there.
That is pretty
Better
great.
Be a good time.
I love
Better
that
not get ringworm.
I love that there's nothing in it for Tana except, a trip to the fucking STD clinic, but the guy gets a fucking Ferrari. That's kind of prostitution a little bit, maybe. I don't know. It's definitely coercion. There's no question there. Oh, man.
So David talks to Trisha about it. She becomes so upset that she locks herself into the washroom and cries for hours in David's home.
That sounds about right as well.
Trisha, and Trisha said that she's talked to Jason many times and said that she's never comfortable with threesomes because it makes her feel insecure and it makes her feel not enough. Now, I would just like to preface it and say, that if that's a boundary that you set in your relationship and you made it very clear to your partner, hey, this makes me uncomfortable and I'm not okay with this, you know, you're not in the right here, Jason, let me tell you.
No. That was she feels the pain too. She knows that Jason's wrong. That's what she just said. Jason's an asshole. You might want to discipline your child. She's got a bad mouth, but that's okay. Continue.
It gets worse. So then it's radio silence for a bit there.
Yeah.
Right? And then they bring it up again. So they drop Trisha off at her house, go out at midnight, pick Tana up. And on David's vlog, he says it's just him, Tana, some other girl that she's friends with, and Jason. And he says, will you sleep with Jason and have a threesome with her and Trish? And Tana goes, no, that's like gross, right?
Very gross.
And David posts that vlog after Trish had this whole bathroom meltdown. And they said they would drop the joke. After Trish had the bathroom meltdown, after she talked about how it made her so uncomfortable.
That's amazing.
You know? And they went and posted that. And when she saw that, she was done.
Oh, yeah.
Done. She uploads this video, why David Dobrik is a horrible person. And it is gold. It is so good. Oh, my God. For drama-wise.
You know, there are a lot of times where we make fun. We have fun with Trisha and her many meltdowns that she has on almost a daily basis. But in this case, she's 100% in the right. She's 100% justified. This is some grody, disgusting, fucking repugnant shit, especially if she's already set the boundary. If she didn't set the boundary before, Jason now knows her feelings on it because she had a fucking meltdown in a bathroom. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ, it's pretty awful. And the fact that they would allow it to be posted, that's definitely a line stepper. So they were breaking up at that point.
Oh, yeah. She was like, it's done. So she's like, I know it's done because I'm exposing David. I'm exposing Brandon, which that is good tea. And, you know, she talks about Jason's ex-wife.
Ooh. Oh,
yeah.
She went hard.
She says, okay, it gets good. So we'll break it down. First, what she exposes David. David's the most shallow. Basically, she just says, like, you know, what we already knew if you didn't put David Dobrik on a pedestal.
Right.
Which is basically that David Dobrik obviously exploits his friends for vlogs. He doesn't really do any of the crazy shit. He mostly makes them do it. And he can pretty much, he's very charming. She says he's just as charming as Ted Bundy, which was a really funny line. Basically, yeah. So David Dobrik is your typical frat boy.
Yeah.
If you ever went to the university and you've met the frat boys, that is 100% who David Dobrik is. If you don't like frat boys, because I know most of his fans are like weird girls, you know, who are like, ew, popular kids, that's who he is. Yeah. They're super charismatic. They always convince their friends to do stupid shit just for their own amusement. That's who he is, okay? Yeah.
He's a dude bro. Yeah, dude bro all the way. Yeah.
He's the frat boy. He is the frat boy. That is who he is. He's not this big sweetheart puppy dog that you want to paint him out to be. He is literally just a frat bro. That's it. That's not that much tea. I know it's surprising to the 12-year-old girls who draw fan art of him, but that's how it is, kiddos.
Yeah, 12-year-old girls are stupid.
David Dobrik bullied you in high school.
That's right. 12-year-old girls are stupid. That's why I'm glad Alicia's about to turn 14. She's fully away from it.
She's immune now.
She's immune to it. Like the worst thing that my daughter's doing right now is that she's a fan of Panic at the Disco. That's the worst thing.
That's not so bad. No.
Exactly. I mean, it's pretty bad.
I like the song. Ha, ha,
I mean, it's pretty bad, but it's not too bad. At least she's not watching Jason fucking Nash.
At 14?
Yeah.
At 14? Oh, I was way worse. You're doing good, Alicia.
Right.
I was writing troll sex fics online at 14.
You still write sex fics. You haven't stopped?
Yeah, and they're troll. I never write serious ones. But that was when I first got started when I was like around like 11 or 12.
Started early. Oh, wow.
And honestly, they're some of my best work, and I wish I could re-grab them. I had one where like a girl was masturbating with a pen, it explodes inside of her, and she dies of ink poisoning.
Okay, you and I are going to do an interview one day. Yeah, a live chat with it, because I gotta dig into this shit. 11.
I got a lot of internet history that you don't want to bring up.
Fair enough. All right, so what was the response by Jason to all this? So she was done, and she broke up with him at that point?
She's done. She exposes him. Obviously, she says, yeah, Jason's a creepy old man. She was 18. That's fucking gross, blah, blah, blah. She then talks about how She hates David's ex-wife, that the reason that they were going to move in together, but they can't because she said that she was going to file for sole custody if he moved in with Trisha.
Oh, shit.
And she says, oh, I find that really ironic because he lives with another one of those fine boys and he's got a new girl over every night and his kids live in that house.
Okay, Trisha stepped over the line.
It's Jason, some other dude from Vine, and his 2 young teenage kids, and the revolving door of Instagram hoes that are coming through.
Fuck. Here's the thing, though. Now, if that wasn't already common knowledge, Trisha did step over a line there, and only because it could affect him and his relationship with his children, which I don't like. I don't like when it goes to those levels. I think Trisha may have been a little over the line there, revealing some of those things that could actually hurt him in a court of law with his ex. You know, I don't like that too much. But
yeah. Still. Oh, yeah. That people brought that up, and she did, like, apologize for that.
Yeah, she went a little bit far there. Fuck. That's a hard level of fucking... She went hard there.
But I guess the point she was trying to make is that why is she a bad influence? Because she's sexually explicit when there's this guy that's sleeping with a different girl every night, right. And you know, and that's fine for the kids to be around. Yeah. Which, I mean, neither is okay for the kids to be around. No, I would be pissed. No. If I was Jason's ex-wife, I would have filed for sole custody right off the bat.
Oh yeah, see now, and you know what the funny thing is, I actually understand why the ex-wife would give Jason that type of ultimatum. If you move in with this crazy bitch, you know, you're not seeing your kid no more. I don't think that's unreasonable. Knowing the history that Trisha has, and now she's even gotten more sexually explicit because every time I click on one of her posts, it's her tits out. So that's a thing now.
That's why you're clicking.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Faye, way to out me, Faye. I like boobies. Yes, this is very true.
I don't like Trisha's boobies. They scare me. They're weird. Like Frankenstein.
Yeah. They're kind of like...
the one nipple's super high up. They've got the big surgery scars. I don't know. Not my thing.
They both kind of look like Snoopy faces. You know? It's not...
I hate that. No. Don't put that in my head.
It's in there. It's going to burn in there now, baby. Fucking let it in. Let that one get soaked right into the brainstem. Good Lord. All right. So did they resolve this or did it... What happened?
Okay, so, oh, I forgot the biggest T that she spelled. David's best friend is a Vine guy named Brandon Cav, who gives a poo because he's going to be irrelevant in 5 years. Brandon something. Okay? Brandon and Trisha have always hated each other. Yep. Like, it is so bad that, during Jason's dinner speech, Trisha threw him this like $30,000 birthday party. Yeah. And he's like, oh, so thank you for Trisha. And when he says that, Brandon rolls his eyes.
Oh no. How can
that
you do
is that? How bad this thing is. So then Trisha says, oh, Brandon, it's really disgusting how your girlfriend's 17 years old.
Oh man. Trisha went on the warpath.
Yeah, that's right. Brandon, 24-year-old, dating a kid in high school. She exposes it. And it's true.
Oh, no, it turned out to be true on top of it? Oh, my God.
It's 100% true. They came up. They, pulled it up. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. And he lied. He was like, no. We were just friends. But, no. There are posts of her saying, my boyfriend back, months before she turned 18.
Is everybody going to turn out to be gross?
There's a vlog on David's vlog where he admits where he's with the girl, the 17-year-old. And David says, is sex with Brandon good? And she's like, actually, yes. A 17-year-old. Oh, and just so you know, guys, the age of consent in California is 18.
Ooh,
so he has broken a law.
Oh, man. Everybody's fucking disgusting. I mean, is this just part of fame? You have to be gross? I understand that Hollywood scandals have kind of slowed down over the years. You know, we still get them, don't get me wrong. Every now and then we'll find out that Amber Heard is beating the fuck out of Johnny Depp and all that type of stuff. But for the most part, we don't see the scandals turning out as much. But with YouTube and social media, it's a totally different thing because we're all really flawed. Like, you think celebrities are flawed. We're all really fucked up because all of us are very excited about the fact that we can get some sort of celebrity just by, turning our computers and showing people our lives. The problem with that is we don't have experience in this realm. And this is why shit like this continues to happen. Because nobody's prepared for the type of temptations, the type of success, the type of thought process that you need. These are all fucking just children doing the best they can. And the worst part is we're not even talking the two principals here, Jason Nash and fucking Trisha Paytas combined are what, 70? Yeah, she's getting close to 30, right? She's got to be.
She is 30. She's turning 31.
Fuck me in the beard. They're
May.
75 years old combined. They should know better. Like, that's
Yeah.
really gross. And they're involving
And
all
yeah,
these
so-
kids in this. This is disgusting.
I don't want to get too into the brand and stuff, but
Yeah.
Edwin's Generation, after this video, you can go check it out. He made like a really good video outlining everything, all their lies. It is good tea, my dude. It is good. Like pulling up the girl's LinkedIn and listing fucking Brandon as her employer. Like, it's crazy. It's so good. You have to go. You have to go check it out.
I might have to check it out just
we
because
can't
I
talk
need
about
to
it because
laugh.
we don't have enough time, but
Right.
it's good tea.
We'll sip the tea. We'll sip the tea
Yeah.
together. It's just slowly.
So anyway,
slowly. Yes.
Then a video of Trisha and Jason pop up on Jason's channel for like literally 1 hour. And it says explaining whatever the situation is called. And basically Jason just throws David under the bus, being like, David shouldn't have done that.
Ooh.
David shouldn't have done bad old David. And Trisha's like behind him sniffling like
Oh, wow. So,
and honestly, it's like almost 40 minutes of just basically that. Don't watch. It's not worth it.
so
Basically, all you need to know is that he threw David under the bus and then deleted it an hour later.
I know this is crazy. I can't believe that I'm actually about to say this out loud, but are you trying to tell me that Jason Nash chose self-preservation over standing by his friends? No.
Okay, no, he who knows, because he deleted that video real quick.
Good point. Good
Real
point,
quick.
yeah.
And now, Trisha and Jason, are they together? Are they not? Let's talk about it.
Yes.
They have not appeared on each other's social medias at all. Trisha had a bit of a mental breakdown. She didn't post anything for weeks, said she spent the whole week crying. Typical, like, what happens when
it's
Trisha goes through
Thursday,
a
so
breakup.
she definitely it's definitely breakdown day for Trisha. Yeah. Fine.
Yeah. She's been posting like really weird videos where she like I don't know, she like eats like chicken wings off the floor or something. It's just bizarre.
You don't do stuff that David Hasselhoff once did. Granted, it was a burger, but still, come on. Basically, you can set your clock to this. If the day of the week ends with a Y, you're going to get a breakdown from fucking Trisha Paytas. Please continue.
There's been no mention of Jason on her channel. There's been no mention or citing of Trisha on his channel, and he's hanging out with Brandon, and Brandon, trust me, was pissed when she exposed him for his pedo-y ways. Anyway, so people are like, are they together? Are they not? So not seeing each other, we just naturally assume they're not together. But just today, like literally a few hours before this stream went live, Trisha Paytas made a video, and she's wearing Jason Nash merch, and she has a picture of her and Jason hugging, strategically put in the frame.
Oh, yeah.
So now people are like, are they dating on the down low? Is she just
good.
trying to drama? Is she trying to get his attention? What's going on? What do you think?
You are the only person that could tell me these things and not make me want to throw up out of my ass. Like anybody else who brings me this stupid fucking trivial bullshit, I would just dismiss. But I love the way that you present this, and I love the way that you care about it. It brings life into me. I can't help it. So, okay. With Trisha, like everything, it's 50-50 because she's nuts. So we don't know. It's hard to tell.
And
when
he is
someone's
nuts. He's
yes.
nuts. He would 100% take her back because he's also sad and lonely.
Oh, yeah. And he knows that the more drama that she's able to produce, this is going to continue to put money in their pockets. Let's not kid ourselves for a second. Don't think that that's not part of the equation here, because it is. And views are part of the game. I don't even hate him for that. But to climb Mount Trisha at his age, it's easy.
Yeah, and this was right before their breakup too. Jason Nash got this kind of like mini electroshock therapy on his dick and balls to help with his erectile dysfunction. Which he filmed and put up on his channel. And he was like, well, I got a 30-year-old girlfriend, so I need some help getting it up.
He got electro. Okay, now I've heard
it's like mini electric like shocks to your dick and balls. He says it basically sounds like a jackhammer.
Because, like, all right, I get that. Like, Snoop Dogg.
To get the old winky up.
Right. I mean, Snoop Dogg is now shilling erectile dysfunction sites. Mike Ditka used to fucking shill ED pills. There's Viagra. There's all these things. I'll tell you what I haven't heard yet. Shocking the dick. I've not heard this yet. And I have a spinal cord stimulator inside of me that actually does shock my dick. And I'm here to tell you, it doesn't help at all. It does absolutely nothing. I don't know what the fuck. Shock my dick, please. This is crazy. Unbelievable. I love that. That is really good. So we don't know at this point what is going on with these two. Fuck. Do you think
and we also don't know if Jason's new dick works.
Right, which is important. We need to find that out.
That's the most important question.
Which piece of fucking beef jerky did he put on his area to make a penis? And does it actually work? We find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. What the fuck is my life? This is incredible. Holy shit. Oh, God. So, before that last post, there was no resolution to this. It was just going to kind of be an open-ended story.
There still isn't. We don't know.
Well, I mean,
we don't
she
could just be doing this to get his attention, or she could be hinting that like, yeah, we're together, but he won't let me talk about it because I'm an insane person, right? So like nobody knows. Like neither of them, and nobody period has said yes, we're together. Yes, we're not.
Right. Jesus.
There was that big fight. There was that deleted video, and it's been radio silence.
Well, God, all I can do is put this prayer up into the atmosphere. This is for you, Trisha and Jason. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can remember my Catholic ways. Give me a second. Hold on. All right, all right. Dear Lord, it's me, DEADONDAVE. Hi, how you doing? Big fan. I have a request. If you could do something for me and the millions of people who live on this shit, not only for their own views, but just general entertainment. You have to keep these two together. You have to make sure that this never-ending train wreck continues to derail in the slowest way possible. Because God, at the end of the day, this is why you created life. This is why you made the cosmos. This is why you put us on this planet. So old crypt-keeping looking men can get into walking potato sacks like Trisha Paytas. And I want to say, God, thank you. Thank you for all that you've given us on this wonderful day. Can they have a child? Because that will be the most fucked up child in the history of the world, and I want to be a part of it. I need to see this shit happen. They got to have a kid. That's
Get
the
that
next
kid
step.
a YouTube channel.
Next step, Faye, they got to have a fucking child. And that's it.
Trisha Paytas, the next generation.
Unbelievable.
I would like to support this prayer. Like, you know how in Dragon Ball Z that you support his like spirit bond? I'm like sending my energy to that prayer. You know what I mean?
That's
yes, right. More power to that.
Put your hands
I
up
don't want
to
this
the
to be
sky.
broken up. I want the shit show to continue.
That's fucking amazing. I just want to
Beautiful
see
thing.
it forever. I love that you just made a wonderful spirit bomb reference to all this because you really tied it in perfectly. So everybody, put your hands up and give us a little bit of your energy so this prayer gets to God's ears because this one needs to be heard. Holy hell. That's fucking amazing. Unbelievable. Do we have anything else on that story or another story? Because I know we've been talking for 54 minutes and we've barely mentioned the onion fucker. And
No. Dave, that's next week.
Oh, okay. All right. Ooh,
next week we do our Onision catch-up.
There we go.
Yeah, we do. You're gonna ominous. I know. You're gonna have to wait.
I like
we
that.
will cover all of them. And also, I've got some good news for anybody of my beauty drama community. Yes. I've recently really gotten into the Amber Lynn Reed drama.
Ooh, okay. I don't know what that is, but I sound like I did.
I've picked up a new lol cow to follow. And I really want to share her with you guys.
Is she a trainer?
And I know some of you... Oh my god, yes.
How many Trishas out of 10?
Well, I hope she makes it on my 600-pound life soon.
Oh, no.
I'm really excited.
Okay.
Okay, well, how many Trishas? Worse. She falsely accused her ex-girlfriend of rape. Oh, but we'll save that for when we...
So you're telling me this is a morbidly obese woman in the fucking...
550 pounds that she admits to.
I am subscribing right fucking now. I used to be around that size, man. We all know that rouge really does bring out my cheekbones. So I think I have to find this chick. We're going to find that out. It's
good. And that will come. And don't worry, Biggie, you'll be able to release your blue balls when Onision comes up.
We'll definitely have that.
Because although Repsion has been doing a good job of covering the major drama points, there are little leaks here and there that I think we should talk about.
Right. Because if there's one thing that the anti-O community is, it's fucking thorough. It's fucking thorough as shit. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I often play with the idea of like just making like an extremely thorough, because there are a lot of people that have covered like Onision's life, but basically they just take his Encyclopedia Dramatica article and they provide none of the screenshots. We have all screenshots. We have all the videos downloaded. We have everything, and nobody has made like the super in depth. So it's really easy for Onision to debunk it because not all that information is chronological. We have like the dates, the times, bitch. And I was like, I could put this together. I could make the ultimate Onision destruction video.
You guys have basically turned in
all bullshit. I just need to sit down and do it one day.
You guys have basically turned into the Shield of the drama community, where we have all of it. We got it all. Don't worry.
I got files on top of files.
You can download the PDF. You can do whatever you want. We got this shit on Laserdisc, motherfucker.
I am anti-O star.
So in the anti-O community right now, I'm assuming that Repsion has definitely reestablished himself as one of your guys' favorite people because he has really gone hard on the Onision thing, and I don't blame him. His videos started blowing up again.
Oh, we've always loved him because that's how I first met Repsion. Met in quotations online is when he started making his Onision videos like 5 years ago, I think it was.
Right.
And then he stopped. He was like, I'll never talk about him again. And we were all like, there was a big Repsion-shaped hole missing in our lives, and he's finally come back. And we really appreciate it.
Because money gets us all in the end. And that's why I like Repsion, by the way. And I loved him on the channel when I had him on for the interview, which, by the way, you guys should absolutely check out. Because he's open about it. He's like, Greg wants to keep writing me checks. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, and I'd also like to say that I'd really like everyone to force Dave and Tommy to react to Onision's military video.
I don't know if Tommy would even be interested in it, but I got to be honest, the little that I was able to stomach through it, there's really no point. I mean, it's more of the same from him, and it seems like he's trying to get these type of reactions. It's like
it's always more of the same from him. But just get that bread.
I wouldn't be against it. I know, and shit, the way that last video went for Tommy, I know that he wouldn't be against it. If you just call it Veteran
Reacts to Onision, the army is evil, or whatever he said. The army is full of psychopaths, right?
See, that's a shot at us. That's a shot at us. If it said the army is evil, that's a response to us. It has to be. It has to be. Because we're the only
people who got a video. He mentions he was like, oh, people keep making videos about my service and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, like immediately I thought like, oh, it has to be about you guys. Because nobody else has made such a big video about his time in the army.
Right. As I think Tommy's video,
nobody's like,
it's got to be close to 400,000 hits at this point.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
So I'm just saying, if that went over so well, get that bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You might be right. Yeah, but the thing is, Tommy gets that bread. If we do it on his channel, Tommy gets that bread. I don't get that bread. Tommy gets
That's why you got to do it yourself.
Right.
Everyone force Dave to do it.
Yes.
Force Dave to get that bread.
Good Lord. Aeon said Dave should wear his Bigfoot hat.
Emoji.
Aeon, you know how to get me to wear a Bigfoot hat. I don't want to hear that shit. You don't make requests. This is Dave-tatorship. You know how we do things here. All right, so do we have anything else to hit on? Because I know Tommy is about to start, and I don't want to go too far into his
All right, let's give it over to Tommy. Say bye-bye.
All right. Faye, go ahead and tell everybody what you're doing currently, all the things that you're up to. This floor is yours.
Hey, everybody. I play D&D for 10 hours a week right now. That's all. It's really interesting. Sometimes I make really horrible YouTube videos called, like, Singing with My 7-month-old, where I edit her going blah, 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 blah over music. It's really good.
It's fantastic. Oh, that's fantastic. All right. Thank you, Faye, so much. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I'm going to wrap up the show and make sure everybody gets their asses over to Tommy on the way out. Faye, thank you. Great job.
All right. Bye, guys.
See you later, Faye Bell. Make sure you guys follow her on Twitter. She has a few different handles, but the one I use and the one that you should use is the one directly down below. Also, give some big love to Phil is awfully cool. Her better half. Well, we know that's not true because she is the Fainicorn after all. But he did the thumbnail for this one, and I think he did a pretty good job because what a juxtaposition. It almost looks like the face of the Joker if you really squint. It's quite fantastic. Hopefully you enjoyed all the tea being spilt all over your face, neck, and chest. And if you like more of it, make sure every time you're here, when Faye's here, you want to be here so you can hear all the craziness. through the rest of the week. I believe tomorrow we have Ryan from Crimson Studios. No idea what we're going to be talking about, but I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. I may be on Twitch later on tonight. I may not be. Just depends. I got to go somewhere in a little bit, so that's why the show's a little bit shorter than it usually is. Hopefully you guys enjoy the new time that we're doing these shows. This is to make sure that we can do the most that we can for you guys and for the Twitch people as well. I'm going a little bit different, going to a more night-based, trying to not completely abandon the early morning streams, but I definitely want to go more into the evening because a lot more of you are able to show up, and I need that money, suckers. It's just kind of how it is. So thank you very much for being here. Spread it around like a virus. Let everybody know that Dead on Dave is the place to be, and we will see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Keep it copious, folks. And remember, as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Now check out this new outro from Dueling Duelist Drew. Peace. Go check out Tommy right now. Mods, throw that shit into the chat. Send them on over. Peace out.